Okay, guys, so let's talk about COVID-19 for a second. The coronavirus, as we all know, is going around, and people are going batshit crazy right now. Can't find anything in any grocery store. Bitch, if you need toilet paper, you're not getting it. If you need hand sanitizer, like, what the crap? I get it on a level, but not on every level. That's just insane. But everyone knows a lot of the main not concerns, but the main points to help combat the COVID-19. Dr. Mike on YouTube, definitely watch him. He's got great information, unlike a lot of people who are just sitting there telling you basically useless facts. And unfortunately, it's going to get worse, but it's also not. And what I mean by that is, from what I've read from and listened to on his channel, it's one of those things where we don't have enough tests. So right now in the United States, let's just say ballpark number, there's 1,000 cases. Let's say that. There's not. I'm just trying to use a good round numbers to help. Well, maybe 50,000 people haven't actually been tested, and some of those have it. So whenever we finally do get tests, those numbers are going to go up. And it's not anything to panic necessarily, but at the same time, when we see those numbers, I feel like that's going to cause a huge panic. I am not a huge Trump supporter, I will say that, but I'd like to think that he's actually doing a pretty decent job, okay job. I know he declared national emergency, and that freaked a lot of people at work out. And one of the things that I just let him know, like, he has to do it to get money, and he's doing the best that he can given the situation. I think in any precedent, in any president's term, there's always a few different things that they go through that are just unprecedented, and you don't really have a manual on how to do it. And this is one of those things where you don't. From what everyone has said, we were not prepared for a virus like this to break out. Make sure you're washing your hands. There's a couple of different videos out there that actually show how it helps eliminate so many germs. And 20 seconds, sing a song, do a little dance, whatever you got to do. But washing your hands doesn't even have to be antibacterial soap, just a good lather, making sure it's all, I go up to like my elbow when I do it. Hand sanitizer is second if you're lucky enough to get your hands on it. Just making sure that you're covering your cough if you're coughing, or trying your best to not pass any of your germs around, I guess would be the best thing. Don't freak out still. Like I said, there's going to be some numbers that come in when they actually get money for a lot more tests. Yeah, there are people that have been tested in the United States, but we're running low on supply. It's a test that wasn't invented like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and now they're having to make it on demand, and it's getting backed up, and you have to have money for it as well. Medical supplies are running out. As soon as, like I said, you can definitely go and see all the grocery stores and all the different aisles that are just, might as well be a deserted town. It seems like on some of these aisles, H-E-B's, Kroger's, Walmart's, Target's. Crazy enough, a lot of the dollar stores, CVS's and stuff like that still had some stuff when I went looking around. I'm like, wow, you're too good to shop at the Dollar Tree? I will shop at a Family Dollar, okay? They're awesome. One of the things I definitely want to say is I've had a lot of people like, oh my god, they're getting all this toilet paper. Like, what do they think to do? Kill the virus with toilet paper? Listen, no, you dumbass. If for any reason we have to go on quarantine, we would like toilet paper. And on the other part of that, some people don't stock up on it, so they need it. And it could be something. I don't know how long China did there in that one, the Wuhan Peninsula. I'm not sure the Wuhan part of the country, how long they were actually indoors. I do think they're going back to work as of right now, but I think they were indoors for like more than 3 weeks. Nothing was going on, so there is the reasons to believe. If you're stuck inside, especially if you're a family and y'all are just eating and going to the restroom almost 24/7 for 3 weeks, I can go through some toilet paper. So I can understand it. I don't think it's as crazy. I think what is crazy is you buying, like, I don't know, 72 rolls, and then buying another 72 rolls, and then going back inside and getting more. Like, how many do you need? Like, you shit that much? Maybe they're gonna get sick and they'll have diarrhea. Then, that's another thing. But I was talking to a guy, and he's like, fuck it, get in the shower. So, whatever it may be, I mean, just remember to be kind to one another. We're all going through the same thing. Try not to panic. I'm one of those people that when I see other people panicking, that honestly raises my anxiety. So it's hard for me to tell you that, but I'm going to be honest. Like, what always does is help me is I do go and read things that are accurate. Like, I'm not just looking on social media or anything like that. I'm going to, like I said, that YouTube channel, Dr. Mike, and people that actually have hard facts and not just blatant opinions or lies about anything. Just make sure that you're, like I said, washing your hands, being safe. If you don't have to go out, then don't go out. I mean, I understand not everyone's lives is going to be on pause, but if it's something to where you really don't need to go, well, decide not to go that time and just wait for a few weeks. I know a lot of people that, summer's coming up, and is summer going to be, especially here in the United States, is it going to be something that we're going to miss it because we're going to have to be indoors? Guys, if we stay indoors now, maybe in 2 months we'll be able to go outdoors or help that. And that's the biggest thing. I know money's a thing. It's another reason why Trump is trying to find different ways to get people paid if they have to go on, like if they're not at work for any reason. It won't be as much as you make, from what I've been told, but it is something that you can look into, and now's a time with all the Democratic candidates going up and debating and stuff. Honestly, it's not really time for politics. They've got to do what they've got to do, of course, and like I said, my views run more I guess Democratic, quote unquote, but I never think that he, if someone's doing a good job, I'm going to give it to him. I think you're doing a good job, and it's kind of like you don't really have anything to judge it against. So I hope that everyone just in this time, like, let's just help out, be kind to one another, and get through this. In a moment of crisis, we're always at our strongest together. And at the end, we're all going to come out of this hopefully better. I think I read it was Conor McGregor's Instagram, and he had lost an aunt to COVID-19, and she had respiratory problems, and he said, one of the main things that we're going to learn out of this is just hygiene, better hygiene, and that kills so many viruses. Like, I wish we could do a study where we just, as careful as we are right now in a year, like, compare that to what we were at. Like, I would love to see the data on that, just how much less people get sick just from bettering our hygiene and our washing hand practice. Like, that's it. That's all you do. And then, like I said, just do research on the virus. It is deadly to some people. There's 2 different strands. One strand is very just, I want to say tame, but it's basically the flu in a way. It's common cold. But the more aggressive strain of it is where you're getting your respiratory problems, and unfortunately, a lot of those problems are in older humans. So, just try your best to, or let me phrase that, do yourself a favor and find the correct facts on it, and take the time out of your day. If you are having any anxieties, it will help out a lot from what I've seen. So remember to, like I said, be kind to one another, take care of each other, try your best. Yeah, I had rolls of toilet paper in my car, and this lady was like, we don't have any. I was like, I can give you a couple of mine. Like, it's not anything where I'm like, it's currency. I've seen that online where those people are tripling prices and stuff. I can't really down anyone for trying to make money, but also in this time, For me, it's like trying to make money off of Kobe. Like, you don't do things like this. But I can't really, I don't know that person that I saw. It was an Amazon story where he was tripling or quadrupling the sales of the Lysol wipes, and I don't know his family history. I don't know what's going on in his life, so I can't really judge someone for that, and I'll try not to ever judge someone for it. So, like I said, get your information, wash your hands, sanitize, and I will talk to y'all later.